And here we are, ready to go with reveal number 542. This is a 1943D tubed roll. It's an older tubed roll. I've had it for a little bit of while, and the coins look pretty nice inside. They're all nice BU coins. So we're ready to go. I say hello to Carl and whomever the other two people are out there. We're going to go ahead and get started on this roll. Sometimes these plastic tubes like to hang on to the coins. Wow, this one's hanging on nice and tight. There we go. Sorry about that. Sometimes these things don't want to let go. Well, at least I've seen a good deal of the coins at this point. They all look like they're nice BU coins, so we don't have that to worry about. Let's get into here and see what we can see. There is a ton of die variety material to be found in 1943D, and we're off. First coin, Frostbite. Good to see you in here. This is the first coin. And let's see what we have. Well, it's interesting nonetheless. Let me see. Turns out to actually be anything. Yeah, get our lighting prepped for the steel coins. This one definitely appears to be something. I do believe this is an RPM. I do believe that little thing sticking out of the left side of the mint mark is an upper serif. So I believe this right here is the upper serif of a repunch mint mark. If so, any uncirculated repunch mint mark in 1943 is worth a minimum of about $20. Let's see. Sometimes you'll find doubling in Liberty, and sometimes you'll find doubling in and around the eye. We have to be watchful for that too. But we definitely appear to have a hook on the left side of the mint mark, indicating there's a strong possibility this is an RPM. Let's check the reverse. And no doubling. No doubling on the reverse. And that's coin number 1 for Frostbite. Good evening, Shay Shay, Malcolm, Tyler. Got a whole crowd here tonight for the 1943D roll. Here's one for Crispy now. Crispy, coin number 2. Let's see what we have for Crispy here. Okay, I'm seeing nothing on and around the mint mark for this. It's a little die chip on the 1 of the date, which could be a marker indicator for something else that we could possibly find. Die cracks around the eye. No doubling in the motto or on Liberty that I can see. So we'll flip it over and see what's on the reverse. We will be looking at the reverse of all of these coins. This one appears to be the beginning of a nice class 6. Let's see. Okay, we have nothing in the upper half. It looks like we may have some class 6 doubling along the lower part of America, especially that E in America. I'm not really seeing it anywhere else though, so maybe it's just my eyes playing games on me, which that does happen. That does happen. Nobody is impervious to the idea that once in a while you can get fooled by something. No matter how many rolls you look through, there's always going to be the one that's going to have coins in it. They're going to confuse you. Here's Taco John, coin number 3. Coin number 3 for Taco John. Got nothing in the mint mark. Appears to be nothing in the date or mint mark area. Nothing on the eye for this one. See nothing in the motto or on Liberty. Let's check the reverse. You see, nothing here. So we move on. Coin number 4. Let's see who is coin number 4. Parviz gets coin number 4. And happy 3rd of July to all of you. Tomorrow's the 4th. I hope you have a great day planned for tomorrow. I hope that works out to be a great day for you. We don't really have much of anything really planned here. Gonna cook some good steak for dinner tomorrow. That's about it. Steak for dinner is about a once every 2-week thing here, so we picked better nights to have it. There's nothing on the obverse of that one. Let's check the reverse real quick. See if we can find anything known or unknown on the reverse, and so far I see nothing. Nothing here. That's coin number 4. Now number 5. Malcolm. Malcolm for coin number 5. Here is coin number 5. Nothing special, it seems, on the date or mint mark. No doubling on the eye or on the motto or on Liberty. Let's check the reverse on this one. No doubling there. Now number 6. Mr. Patillo. Chuck. Or Chuck number 2, as he calls himself. Nothing date or mint mark related there. There is a doubled eye. Nice doubled eyelid there. I believe that's a doubled eyelid. There's not a lot else it could be, but it could possibly be just a reflection of, well, I know it's raised, but you see how there's raised under the lip where that gutter is? Could be part of that gutter, but I think it's a doubled eyelid. No doubling on Liberty. We do have the doubled eyelid though, and that is going to go down as a nice possible double die obverse. But you can't flip this coin out of the way without checking the reverse too. You never know what you might get. Sometimes you'll get a combination die variety. DDO, DDR, RPM, any of those combined together make a combination die variety. And got none of the above for Chuck right now. I do have that doubled eyelid that we're going to put up top. We got one possible RPM, one possible doubled eyelid, and Jim Fletcher up next. And Mr. Jim. Rather rough condition this die was in at the time it struck the coin. That's what all that is. The die was worn out, basically. I'm seeing something in the eye area, but it looks like more of that odd die wear. It came onto a certain number of the dies from 1943. There it is, chipping away at the back of the coat. That's just heavy die wear. Got it here on the reverse too. You can see all those striations splaying outward from the center area of the die, all going in an outward direction. Rather common occurrence for 1943, actually. Another relatively common occurrence for 43 that you tend to not see with other years, a lot of early die state coins, which sometimes can happen. You get really, really sharp detail and no flow lines at all on some of the coins. Of course, none of them in this particular roll so far that I can see. I didn't mean it's going to happen in every roll, I just mean that it's rather common. They seem to have changed out dies a lot more in 43 than in other years, probably because they wore out and shattered so quickly. Trying to mint steel coins with steel dies, that was not a great idea, if you ask me. There's coin number 9 now for Eric. Eric's coin number 9 looks like this right here. Oh, I hear my dog out in the backyard. He's got something bugging him. I'm surprised people have been very controlled so far with their fireworks this week. I've not heard any fireworks in the neighborhood area. And we had the town fireworks display was last night, July 2nd on Sunday. And the town itself isn't doing anything on July 4th. I guess they decided that they needed to do it on the weekend. I bet there will be some activity tomorrow. There's nothing so far, and it just got dark. All right, up next, Mark. Let's see what Mark ends up with. I see this is one of the ones that's a slightly earlier die state, and that has the double eyelid again. It's got a hit running across the top of the eye, but the double eyelid is definitely there. So that is a second example of that particular die that we see so far this evening on coins from this roll. Shows me the roll is probably original. I don't 100% know the history of this roll. I believe it came from a hoard of rolls from Jacksonville, Florida. I believe that's where this one came from. No doubling on the reverse on this one. That's Mark's coin number 10. Now coin number 11 will go to Taco John. Taco John, what does Taco John get? No, that coin number 10, that was a doubled eyelid. So that needs to go up here with coin number 6. Just remembered that. Of course, Eric will be going through all these again. He's going to make sure that all the pertinent information is pooled together and the dies are spread the way they need to be. There's another one of the doubled eyelids. So you can always tell this one because you've got those concentric die scratches running under the throat and through the date area. Concentric meaning that they are kind of in a wheel and they're perpendicular to the very center of the design. So if you get this angle just right, you'll be able to see the ones near the center. And you can kind of see that you've got them running like this around here. This right here is the center of the design, is the rear of the jaw line. But you can see them running this way up here. And they're more or less swirls that point toward the center of the design. You've got some in TY of Liberty. You got them down here on the coat. And you got them up here in front and around the date and in front of the face. And they all wheel in toward the center of the design. So, hello, Sissy. I sent you an email, Sissy, in case you haven't seen it. I don't know if you have. If you have and you've answered it, I've just not seen your response yet. Have, let's see, nothing going on in the reverse on this one. But we do have that nice little doubled eyelid right there. Kind of wraps around the end of the eyelid. So there is that. That one's going to go to Taco John. That's coin number 11. Coin number 12 now. Crispy. What does Crispy get? Now that we know what that one looks like, we've spent some time exploring it. Let's see. Check this mint mark rather carefully. Sometimes these mint marks get kind of smushed out. Kind of hard to tell exactly what's going on with them without giving it a good full round look. Okay, that one's got nothing going on. You have in the eye area. Basically looks like nothing there. I look up and In God We Trust to see if there's any extra characteristics to the letters there, and then I look at Liberty, especially along the bottom side of the lettering. I've seen a few different double dies that show they're class 5s, and they show on the LIB in the center of the B up here and part of the E and sometimes even the R. They're not very common, so you don't see them very often, but if you're not looking for them, you won't see them. There we go on the reverse now. I've got nothing on the reverse of this one. Nothing there. Of course, we're always looking for the new discovery here and there too. Not only looking for things that have been listed, we're looking for anything that doesn't match normal. That's the best way to handle it. Always look for anything doesn't match normal. Here's Calipigian. Calipigian this time gets one of the doubled eyelids. And let's see that we're correct on that. And we are. So that's one of the doubled eyelids. So we are seeing repeating dies, and repeating dies means what? Original roll. That's right. Okay, there's that side. Need to look at the reverse just to see if there's anything spectacular happening with the reverse on this one, but we already know that this die pair did not have a double die. Nothing of spectacular merit on the reverse, but Calipigian does get a doubled eyelid. There's coin number 14. Coin 14. Go to Sureg. And Sureg gets... this one appears to be normal. And nothing there. Okay, thanks, Sissy. Got you on. Eric, take note. Deanne. Deanne. That looks like one of the doubled eyelids there, too. Is it? It is. One of the doubled eyelids. Nothing huge and spectacular, but it is a die variety nonetheless. And I think I speak for everyone when I say, we'll take it. Whatever we get. You can't be too picky. Now 16. Jim? Let's see what Grandpa Fletcher gets. It looks like I end up with a normal coin. On the obverse, anyway. Not sure that I've noticed this die so far. Let's check the reverse. Could wind up with something good. There is that possibility. I don't take possibilities from anyone until I see the lack of results from that possibility, and then I say, sorry, brother, we have a normal coin. Let's check coin number 17 now. A double face. What do you mean by that, Sand Digger? And this one's got plating warts. And is not one of our die varieties, and it doesn't appear to be one that we have not yet located. Die cracks on the bust for the doubled eye. Well, I'm not sure. There are die cracks on the bust on that doubled eye. These little, let's see, where are they? I'm not seeing them here. I thought they were on there. Well, this is the doubled eye die, though. There's no real die cracks on this one, though. Face on both sides. You mean you flip the coin over obverse to reverse and you've got obverse on both sides? That's not going to happen at the U.S. Mint. They have measures in place to keep that from happening. Basically, the die tool won't fit in the machine the wrong way. Here's number 19. This one's going to go to Malcolm. Mr. Malcolm. And in working this week's reveals, I have managed to work them out so that I will be catching up on this week's reveals by the end of the 5th. And on the 6th, the 5th is Wednesday. So I'll be finished catching on those on Wednesday. And then Thursday, I will begin this week's reveals. And I'll run those Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. This one has a stripe in it, like a woody stripe. That's nice. You don't see stuff like that very often on the Steel Sense. That one is for Malcolm. Any double-faced Lincoln Cent that you see, Sand Digger, is going to be a machine-made item outside the U.S. Mint. There's never, well, there was one double-face cent certified, but it was in 1859, first year of the Indian cent. There's never been a double face Lincoln cent, a double obverse Lincoln cent. There's never been one certified. All of the ones that we know of are altered coins. The Jailbird Lincoln, or the Jailhouse Lincoln only occurs on memorials because it's the columns of the memorial on the reverse that make the clash on the obverse that makes it look like jail bars around Lincoln's head. This is another one of the doubled eyelids here. There we go. But it takes a memorial cent to make those, so you can't have those prior to 1959. They are most prevalent roughly 1969 through 1974. Roughly meaning that they can definitely happen before and after. Actually, some of the more common ones are in the early 80s. All right, next up, Paul. Mr. Hampton. No real big double dies. And no RPMs of great merit yet. We found one RPM possible. Only found one example of it, though. Nothing on that obverse. Check the reverse here. Nothing there. Number 23 goes to Eric. And Eric is going to get... it's one of our doubled eyelids. There you go. Now, Eric, you get your own. Check the reverse real quick for any major issues. I see the outline of the head there. That little thing looks almost like a die crack. That's actually the outline of the head on the other side. It's a little bit of a clash. All you see, you can just see it from the O across to the IC. That's about it. It's not highly uncommon to see that. Now number 24, and this one goes to Jordan. This is Jordan's coin, and it appears so far Jordan has a normal 1943D Steely. Obverse all normal, and the reverse. I've not seen a double die reverse yet out of this roll. And this one does not make the first one. $25. Now halfway through the roll. Richard. See what Richard gets. So I remember the first time we did 1943 D Lincoln cents, I had to charge $12 a coin for them. I don't remember what I charged for these, but I know it was less than 12. Some of the rolls I've been getting lately have been less expensive than before. Put up some pretty penny pennies, or pretty costly pennies, to acquire some of the rolls I did early on, because I wanted to make sure you guys got to see some good stuff. And now it just seems like that better stuff comes along often enough that I don't have to fork out much of a premium, or as much of a premium on it. We can still enjoy everything and pay a little bit less for it and get away with that. And I like it that way. Nothing on that coin 26. Let's check out number 27 now. This one goes to Sissy. We're due for another double die, and we got one. There we go. Another doubled eyelid. There it is. Alright, take a quick look at the reverse. Nothing extraordinary there. Sand Digger got a package today. Nice. I started mailing packages Friday. So you guys should be getting packages here in the next day or two. And then for those of you who were involved in the Whatnot auction on Friday evening, all those packages were mailed today. Wanted to get them out between the non-working Saturday, Sunday, and the holiday Tuesday. So I had to send them out today. Not sure they're going to make it very far, given that tomorrow is a holiday. So you may not get them until Thursday or Friday this week. But that's the 9 packages I sent out via Whatnot. Had some pretty good stuff, mostly nickel and dime related, on Whatnot this past Friday evening. Here's number 29. This one goes to Jordan. And Jordan gets... this one looks like a different die than those I've seen. There's some promise there could be something going on here. Let's take a look at the reverse. No, I think I've seen this one. I recognize that little scratch under the BUS of pluribus. That one's for Jordan. Now number 30. Mark. This week Eric and I will both be doing reveals, but come next week I will be the only one doing reveals this coming week. We've seen this die before. So I will probably pick up an extra couple of reveals to do this coming week to keep you guys more constantly entertained and educated. I believe every one of these is kind of like a test, like a school class. Only 6 normal coins and the rest was RPMs. How about that? I had 100 of those rolls. I may sell more of them. That one's for Surik there. It's a normal obverse and normal reverse. You bought 11 of them? You're going to have a lot of coins. A lot of good ones. A lot of RPMs. If you want help with any of those, or if you need an outlet to be able to sell some of them, I will probably be interested in buying some, dependent on which dies they are. This is another one of our doubled eyelids. I didn't catch it at first, but there it is. This one's for Frostbite. Frosty, you got yourself a nice one. Pretty nice condition too. It's a very nice coin. You've identified 036 so far. That's nice. I don't know how many of those I think 036 is one that I'm kind of short on. Let's see, this one goes to Mr. Fletcher, and I think it's going to turn out to be a normal one. You get 5 of those in one roll. Well, think about it. If you extend that out through the rest of the rolls, yeah, we've seen this die before. If you extend those through the rest of the rolls, you're going to get over a roll full of that 1 RPM. Calipigian. Calipigian comes up for coin number 34. Let's see what number 34 brings us. It looks normal. So far, anyway. The obverse is normal. Check the reverse here real quick. We've not come up with a die variety on the reverse of any of the coins in this roll yet. And given where we are nearing coin number 40, I'm going to go ahead and make a relatively safe prediction that we're not going to come up with any double die reverses in this roll. And we've had rolls, I think we've done probably 5 or 6 1943D rolls. We've had 43D rolls that had some pretty excellent stuff. I remember a Class 6 double die obverse that we found a few years back in a 43D roll. There's another one of the double die lids. This one for Deanne. That it produced Class 6 double die obverses, and we had, I think, 8 or 10 of them in that roll. Well, this little double die lid here, this double die lid of mine, I'm going to let it shine for, 4, 8, 9, 10 people so far. 10 people, 10 of these in here so far. And we've still got 15 coins left to go. Here is coin number 36 for Carl. Here's another one. Right there. Just about to say nothing to look at on the reverse, and then I saw something in the middle that looked like it was interesting, and it just happens to be a bit of a milk spot. Do I know all the years I've done for reveals? Well, I can tell you for sure that I just lost where I was. Okay, I know what this is. That we've done 1930. We've done 36, 36D, and 36S. We've done 37. And there's another double die lid. I don't remember if we've done 37D, but I think we have. I believe we've done 37S. I know we've done a couple of rolls of 38S. Let's see, anything that we have not done. I don't think we've done 40D. I don't know if we've done 40S. I know we've done all the 41s. We've done all the 42s. No, we've not done a 42S roll. 42S roll, I think, is one we've not found yet to do. Check Mickey's reverse here. We've done all the 43s, and that I can think of, there's nothing we've missed from 44 through 58. And in the memorials, most of the ones that make sense that you'd be looking in them for die varieties we've done. It's pretty much everything 59 through 64. Yeah, we've done a couple of 66 rolls. I don't know that I've ever done 65 or 67. Another double die lid. Another one. That one's for Frosty. I think Frosty's got at least 2 double die lids in this. There's a lot of years in the 70s I've not done for a good reason, because 95% of the time those will turn out to be boring nothing. And there's another double die lid. This one's for Carl. I think Carl's got at least 2 of them in here. Here's number 41. On to Parvez. I think Parvez needs one. He gets one. There it is. And that's for Parvez. 80s, 90s, and beyond 2000. There are a number of them that I've not done simply because there's just not much call to do a lot of them. Just not much call for a lot of those dates and mints. I mean, here's another one. It's about everybody's getting these. That's a good thing. That's for Sissy. Yeah, I know that 94 would be one that we could do. I mean, I've done it before. 95, 95D. 96 would be decent. 97. But like 97D, I don't know of anything on 97D. But like, 98, 99, 2000. You got something in all those. I'm not 100% sure what else we've done or not done. I can't remember what this one was. Okay, this was normal. One I haven't done for sure is 2023. And Eric's got one of those this week. Hopefully there are some good varieties for people in there. Here's another doubled eyelid right there. That one for Carl. I know Carl's got at least 2 of these now. Number 45, Mickey. Mickey's crossing his toes. His fingers and his toes, and he gets one. There it is. Doubled eyelid for Mickey. Here's coin number 46. Taco John. How many of these you've got so far, Taco John? You did not get one this time, though. Not this time. I think this is the one that's got the die scratch under the BUS of pluribus. I think it is. Nope. Not that either. This one's just a normal 1943D. $47 now. 47 goes to Mark. And Mr. Mark will receive a double die. It's a double eyelid. Here it is again. Sweet. It's nearing half the roll. Just under half the roll. Probably 20 coins. Crispy. There's another one. One for Crispy. $49 now, Paul. Mr. Hampton. No. Nope. Not one of the doubled eyelids. I think this is the one. Nope, not with the die scratches. Okay, so I'm not sure what this one is. We've probably seen it before. I just haven't really noticed it because it's normal. Maybe a new listing. It's somewhat likely. I mean, there's a lot of them. So, last coin here, DN. Let's see what Mr. Hatton gets. He gets a double die. That one's hidden. I get a Q-tip here, and there we go. I got a little piece of plastic out of there. And it's from Mr. Hatton there. Tyler, if you got a number 4 1972 DDO, you have a very high dollar item. In any condition, they're worth over $1,000. So you might want to check on that. In all likelihood, I would think you have a number 7, but I would always hope that you would get a number 4. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 normal coins, which means we have 24 die varieties. So there's your 26 normal coins, and we have 24 die varieties in this roll. Most people, I'm sure, who were involved in the roll got at least one. Markers on your 72 die pair number 4 are mostly going to be rim cuds along the rim from 9 o'clock up to about 11 o'clock. That's from just next to Liberty up to about In of In God We Trust. If you don't see any rim cuds up there, you probably have number 7. If the spread and the direction of travel is the same on both of them. All right, that's what I've got. I appreciate you guys showing up. The next one will be 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. We'll do it before the festivities get started for the day. For those of you who are not going to be able to join me tomorrow morning, have a nice Independence Day. I appreciate it, folks. You guys have a great night, and I'll talk to you later.